Hello everybody, welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Madalina Vlad, I'm the CEO of MBV Tax, and today we will speak about how you as entrepreneur can pay all the taxes in installments, because yes, you can do this here in Romania. So stay with me and let's see a little bit about this subject. As you all may know, managing the company's liquidity is one of the biggest challenges for all the entrepreneur, especially when everything is higher and higher. It's like a snowball. It grows and grows and grows, and sometimes it's like this boof and all the company are shut down. So in order to avoid this and to have fiscal relief, my recommendation would be to ask to your accountant to see what are the procedures to pay in installments the debts to fiscal authorities here in Romania, because yes, it's possible. So let's see a little bit how you can do this and what are the steps to do this. To explain you a little bit more, fiscal authorities here in Romania allows you to pay in installments when the debt is a little bit higher than you expected, or when you had some difficulties in your cash flow and you were not able to pay in time. So let's see what are the procedure steps and documents that you need to prepare for doing this. I want to point out that this procedure is called also staging. Basically, you can pay in installments between 12 up to 60 for all the outstanding debts that you have to fiscal authorities here in Romania. What you need to know is like this. There are two types of staging here in Romania. The one that is up to 12 months, and this one, it is considered the simplified procedure. And the other one, which is up to 60 months, and that is the classic procedure. But of course, it requires many documents from your side, and of course, the involvement of your accountant, because the documents are a little bit more complicated to be done. Now let's see what are the conditions for you to benefit of this kind of installments, because of course there are conditions. The first one is, as the name is, to have outstanding debts to fiscal authorities here in Romania. The second condition is that your company must not be in insolvency or bankruptcy. This is not applied to these types of companies. Of course, that you must have all the tax returns filled, otherwise you cannot benefit. So basically, before starting this procedure, you need to check with your accountant if everything is submitted on time. And the fourth condition is not to have another installment that was lost, because in this case you cannot benefit of new one. And now let's analyze both of these procedures. And I will start with the first one, with the simplified procedure. Why I'm starting with this? Because it's the simplest that can be done. The result comes quite quickly, in 3-5 working days, and you don't need to do anything special for this. You just talk with your accountant or yourself if you are already empowered in your SPV space for your company. SPV means virtual private space. If you have an electronic signature, for example, you can do it also by yourself. Or, as I said, talk to your accountant, lawyer, and so on, and ask them to do this in your behalf. Your accountant can do this because it is already empowered in the SPV space of the company. So it's a little bit more easier for him or her to do this than for you, especially because you may not know Romanian language and all the declarations are in Romanian. So with this type of simplified procedure, you can get deferrals of these types of fees: profit tax or micro enterprise income tax. VAT due to our national authorities, interest and penalties for outstanding obligations, and under certain conditions, some exercise duties. Now, let's see a little bit what taxes cannot be paid in installments in the simplified procedure. Usually, with this simplified procedure, you cannot go further if you have taxes like those ones with withholding tax, meaning that the employer is the one that must keep the tax and pay further from to the authorities, like contributions to the payroll, like a tax on dividend, or employee social security contributions. And the other category for which you cannot do the simplified procedure is for taxes that are not due yet. Basically, let me give you an example. Here in Romania, the tax on profit, the due time for paying the tax on profit for December 2024 is June 2025. So basically, if you want to submit now a request for paying in installments the tax on profit for 2024, it's not possible yet because the due term is 25th of June 2025. So that's why you need to have all the debts outstanding, not still in time. And now let's speak a little bit about the second type of staging that you can benefit, basically the classic one, which goes up to 60 months, 5 years. In this type of staging, you can put in installments all types of contributions and taxes outstanding here to fiscal authorities. But take into consideration the fact that this kind of outstanding for this amount, you must present also a warranty. So either it's a bank warranty, either it's a building or a car or something else, but must be a warranty. I had previous cases in which the clients presented their cars, even if they were not theirs, it were of their mothers or sisters and so on their relatives, but ANAF took into consideration all those cars in order to split the amount for maximum 60 months. So it can be possible, but do not forget that you need this type of warranties. And now let's see how can you choose the right stager, because it's a little bit difficult to choose by yourself. What I can tell you is like this. If you have assets with which you can guarantee to fiscal authorities here in Romania, of course you may go on classical type of staging. If not, then it's only one possibility, the simplified one. But do not forget that for payroll, you must pay the whole debt. And now let's see how you can be the beneficiary of paying in installments, even if you are not from Romania, because it is possible, as I said before. So, if you want to benefit from tax deferral, you must go through certain steps, and they are like it follows. The first one is, of course, to submit a request for scheduling. You can do this, or your accountant can do this in your behalf in the SPV private virtual space of the company. The second step would be to attach all the documents depending on the type of the scheduling, either simplified, either classic, and this must be attached when submitted the request. And the first step would be the analysis of fiscal authorities here, which means that you need to wait between 3 up to 5 working days to receive an answer. The answer can be, okay, go ahead with the staging, or no, you need to submit more other documents, or rejection. Depends. There are only these 3 cases. But be careful, because after receiving the decision for paying all the taxes in installments, you must keep that scheduling, because otherwise fiscal authorities may come and suspend the scheduling, and after that they can block your account. And not only this, besides this scheduling and paying installments what it was outstanding, you must pay, of course, and the monthly payroll or the monthly taxes or quarterly taxes, do not forget. So basically it's the outstanding which is paid in installments plus the current contributions that you need to pay to fiscal authorities. Both of them must be paid on time or maximum with 30 days of delay. Otherwise, you'll risk to have your bank account blocked. And now maybe you are wondering why to pay in installments. Of course, this video is not for you, the one that you are paying on time all your taxes. This video is especially for the companies that are not paying in time or that they had some troubles in paying or in cash flow and so on, and they have an outstanding debt to fiscal authorities here in Romania. Basically, by staging, you avoid having your bank account closed and foreclosure, of course. You can keep the company's liquidity if possible. Of course, you have the possibility to obtain the fiscal certificates on zero if, for example, you need to participate to an auction here in Romania, because there are public tenders to which you can attend with a Romanian company, and for that usually you need fiscal certificates on zero. And last but not least, you have less financial stress. And now in the end, what I can tell you is this: deferred payment is a really good tax financial tool through which all the entrepreneurs can keep their businesses afloat in times of fiscal pressure. It's something that is worthing to look on. Either speak with your accountant, either contact us, and let us help you to pass through all these difficult periods better in the near future. The simplified procedure is the one that works the best for most of local and foreigner entrepreneurs. So why not keep digging and keep look onto this if you have outstanding debts to fiscal authorities. If you don't know how to do it, anytime you can contact an MBB consultant, you can contact me, and for sure there will be someone helping you right away. I hope that you like this video and stay with us for more and more interesting videos in the near future. Thank you very much.